Hello friends, it's finally time for more Paper Mario after... It's been over a year?! Well, given that it's been a little while since I last streamed this game, I think it's only right that we take a quick look back over the story so far to remind ourselves of what's happened. So, settle in, because this video is looking to be pretty long, as I recount the tale of Paper Mario, the Thousand-Year Door. Our story starts with Mario receiving a letter from Princess Peach. She tells Mario about the trip she's taken to a town called Rogueport, a, charming, rustic little port town. Along with the letter, she sends Mario a mysterious map she purchased from an objectively trustworthy-looking merchant. Just look at them. I know I'd buy their mysterious glowing box. She invites Mario to travel to meet her there to solve the mystery of the map and to see the sights, such as the, Mario lands at Rogueport, and as he makes his way to meet with Princess Peach, he meets Goombella, a Goomba academic who's being set upon by this dude, Lord Crump. He's hilarious, but also mean, so Mario murders him. After escaping Crump's goons, Mario and Goombella head into Rogueport proper to look for Princess Peach. But wouldn't you know it, she's vanished, which is novel for her. Goombella mentions that her old mentor, Professor Frankly, may have more information about the map, and that following the trail of the map will likely lead them to Princess Peach. No ulterior motive of treasure hunting there, I'm sure, don't worry about it. Frankly says that by taking the map to the titular Thousand-Year Door deep in the Rogueport sewers, the way will be revealed to a collection of mystical artifacts known as the Crystal Stars. With map in tow pointing to the first star located in Petal Meadows out to the east, Mario and Goombella set out on their quest. The first crystal star is located in a nearby castle, which is said to be guarded by a mighty dragon named Hooktail. Mario and Goombella enlist the help of Koops, a shy young Koopa whose dad set off years ago to fight Hooktail, and never returned. But oh, would you look at that? Turns out he's fine. Don't worry. This is a family-friendly game. Don't worry about all the other bones. Just it's fine. He's here. It's all good. We're fine. As the group sets out with their new friend to find the location of the next star, we have a first interlude with Princess Peach. She's being held in a strange-looking facility by this scary-looking octopus computer man thing. Lord Grodus, leader of the X-Nauts. Possibly the Cross-Nauts? That might be the joke? I've never been sure. Lord Grodus sends some of his underlings, the Shadow Sirens, to go and deal with this Mario he's been hearing about. So, Peach is locked in a cell, which, to be fair, seems to have more creature comforts than anything Bowser's ever offered her. Fortunately for her, the facility's security computer, Tech, has feelings for her, and asks for her help understanding this so-called love thing. In exchange, he lets her send emails to Mario to let him know she's, well, fine, maybe an exaggeration, but, you know. Also, now Bowser is here! He learns that Peach has been kidnapped by someone else? He sets off ready to file a lawsuit against them or something. I don't know, he's mostly comic relief, and we love that for him. Anyway, Crystal Star number 2. The map reveals the location is in the Boggly Woods, a mysterious monochromatic forest inhabited by these little dudes, the Puny. But oh no, their home, the Great Boggly Tree, has been besieged and locked down by the X-Nauts. The group, joined by the sole Puny to escape, enlists the help of Madame Flurry, a cloud with tits for some reason. A total diva, after they reclaim her lost necklace from the Shadow Sirens, more specifically from Vivian, who gets verbally abused by Beldam, more on them later. Mario works his way through the tree, freeing Punies and enlisting them into his army. He gets new shoes that are in the tree for some reason, but oh no! Lord Crump has beaten them to the star, and the tree's gonna blow! So, the gang make their way after Crump to make a daring escape and reclaim the star, which they do after beating up this weird big robot he has called Magnus von Grapple. I love this game. It's so silly. Anyway, end of chapter, hooray! Meanwhile, Tech waits for Peach to take a shower, the fucking perv, and then brings her into his control room so she can dance with a hologram of herself for his amusement. It's fine. Don't worry about the horny master computer. Bowser faffs about, but we love him. New busty cloud lady in tow, the group learns the next crystal star is located high above the clouds, and there's only one reasonable way to get up that high. Enlist the help of the Pianta Mafia, of course. One of Don Pianta's underlings, Frankie, has run off with his daughter Francesca. That's Don's daughter, not his own, just to be clear. But then it's fine, I guess, and Mario is given tickets to the blimp to Glitzville, the best place in the entire game. The next crystal star is located, rather unfortunately, on the championship belt of Glitzville's main attraction, the Glitz Pit, a wrestling tournament led by this guy, Grubber, and his assistant Jolene. To get that belt, Mario, under the stage name The Great Gonzales, vows to take down the current champion, Rockhawk, with the help of his new ally, a baby Yoshi named Gooseboy, don't ask, and a fancy new hammer he gets gifted. But all is not well in the Glitz Pit. A slew of disappearing fighters, mysterious text messages, and poisoned desserts reveal there's a dark underbelly to the glamorous stage. And on top of it all, the crystal star on the belt is a fake! Turns out, Grubber has been using the power of the real crystal star to absorb the vim and vitality of his fighters to keep himself eternally young and fit, and now gigantic and orange. more unrealistic beauty standards than me, honestly. It's just ridiculous. They beat up his giant orange ass, and Jolene reveals that she was spying on Grubber this whole time. She was investigating the disappearance of her brother, Prince Mush, a fighter who tragically lost his life in the Glitz Pit several years. Oh, would you look at that? He's fine! Family game! Peach gets up to some sneaky hijinks dressed as an X-Naut, defying all physics in how she might fit into that uniform, and then begging the question of what the other X-Nauts might possibly look like without their uniforms. That's another topic for another day. She learns that Grotus's plan centers around a legendary treasure that will allow him to rule the world. 0 points for originality, but you do you, I guess. Oh, I forgot to mention, Bowser turned up at the pit and fought and lost to Mario and Co., so, you know, he almost did something narratively important, but not quite yet. Hang in there, buddy. The map reveals that Crystal Star number 4 is out to the west, located in a place called Twilight Town. No, not the one from Kingdom Hearts. Probably. In order to gain entry to Twilight Town, all visitors need to have something with their name written on it, which this little guy apparently decides means on Mario's ass. I don't know, there's other places, like, the hat already has the M on it, I'm just saying. Twilight Town is, as the name suggests, a town that lives in perpetual twilight. It's a little spooky, and even spookier is the fact that every time the bell of the nearby creepy steeple chimes, a random inhabitant of the town gets turned into a pig. That's genuinely pretty dark. But don't worry, this chapter's got way more up its sleeve. Surmising that the creepy steeple is probably where the star is being kept, and not wanting to leave the town to fend for itself, the group heads over to see what awaits them. It turns out it's not this giant boo, that's an optional little boss fight you can do, but this little dude in a bedsheet. The mysterious little bedsheet ghost challenges the group and copies Mario. He's all weird and purple, but he's got Mario's abilities and everything, but otherwise goes down without too much trouble. Alright, Crystal Star collected, easy peasy. Mario and Co. head out to find the next star, and the scene lingers a while. A bit too long. Turns out, the Shadow Mario is not, in fact, our little bedsheet ghost. It's... Why can't I say his name? It's the guy we were before all this. You know, with the hat and the hammer and everything. The ghost has taken Mario's name, body, and friends, but strangely, not his badges or items. The Shadow returns to the village to try and warn his friends about what has occurred, but suddenly Mario arrives on the scene. I mean, Mario. Fine, whatever. Mario tells the Shadow that he has no chance of winning unless he can reveal Mario's real name, which is I hate this guy. It's not feasible because Mario has also stolen the letter between O and Q. Imagine not being allowed to use a certain letter. Wow, that would be so frustrating, huh? Not that I'd know. Back in Twilight Town, the Shadow tries to alert his friends, but Mario's magic is too strong. They won't listen. Fortunately, the Shadow encounters Vivian. Remember the Shadow Sirens from the woods? Well, they're back, trying to thwart Mario's quest. She has been yet again verbally abused by Beldam, and forced to look for a bomb that she didn't lose, and is feeling utterly miserable. And I will murder Beldam, because Vivian is just a sweet baby who has never, and will never do anything wrong, I swear! The Shadow says his situation with Vivian, and seeing a chance to get away from her toxic older sister, vows to assist. Using Vivian's ability to hide in shadows, the two learn that Mario's weakness lies in the basement of the tall building they were in before. And sure enough, the Shadow reclaims the letter P and picks up from a parrot in their proximity that the pusillanimous pest of a poltergeist is named Dupless. After yet more back and forth, the Shadow calls Dupless by his true name, weakening his abilities and making him flee in terror back to the top of the creepy steeple. Vivian briefly considers leaving when she learns the Shadow is really Mario, but then thinks better of it because she's the best and I will protect her with my life. She's just... The duo beat up Dupless and Mario finally gets his name and body back. Dupless flees into the sunset. The twilight... I guess it is. Yeah, that's still the sunset, right? That'll do. It's fine. Oh, whoops. I went into way more detail about that chapter than the others, but you know what? It's got the best story bit, so I'll allow it. Next one will be shorter, probably. Tech gives Peach a quiz, bypassing his protocols that prevent him from divulging secrets about Grotus's plan, probably. Or maybe he just wants to mess with her, who knows, he's a creep. In so doing, it is revealed that Grotus seeks to resurrect an ancient demon using the power of the crystal stars. Which spells bad news for our plans, I guess. Oops. New big and scary party member, maybe? Bowser is cute! Look at him in his goofy little clown car! Oh, what a cutie! Oh, he's just a little guy! Anyway, Crystal Star number 5 is out at sea, on the deserted island known as Keelhaul Key, which is supposedly guarded by the ghost of the fearsome pirate captain Cortez. Only a fool would dare to venture across such treacherous waters, and thankfully we know just the fool! With the help of Captain Flavio and an old retired sea dog babom named Bobbery, the group set sail, but oh no, ghosts! If only we'd been warned. Anywho, the crew gets marooned on the island, but that's secondary to our need to get crystal stars, I guess. Our band, with Bobbery in tow, after he gets mopey for a bit until we give him some cola, makes its way through the caverns of Keelhaul Key. Frankie and Francesca are here for some reason, but that's not important right now. Boarding the nearby ghost ship, we do battle against the fearsome skeleton pirate Cortez himself. He's spooky, but not really all that scary, combat-wise, so we take him down and he gives over the crystal star, which he didn't really want anyway, so it works for everyone, I guess? No time to celebrate, though, as Lord Crump is back again! What a dork! He's got his own ship and opens fire on the crew, but Cortez lets us use his ghost ship to fight them off, which we do without too much trouble. Oh, yeah, there was a bit where Crump was pretending to be part of the crew, which was a fun little goof, but ultimately not too important to the story, but it happens. With the X-Nauts thoroughly routed, Cortez agrees to drop off the crew back at Rogueport as a kind gesture. Back to Peach. She's on another stealth mission, but this time, rather than disguise herself, she's going to use science to be invisible! And also she needs to be naked, because Anyway, she reclaims a data disk from Grotus's personal office and gives it to Tech to decrypt the contents. Bowser fights Grotus. It continues not to matter. I'm sorry, but... And that, dear friends, is where we left things. I'm sorry it took me so long to get back to this game, but I'm excited to share the rest of it with you. With that in mind, let's go! Why did I do that? That's not in the script. It says let's begin. Anyway, whatever.